Folks, welcome back to Crypto Kings. My name is Matt, and Shiba Inu has absolutely blown me away. In my last video, I did some discussion with you guys about a price target. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how I was completely wrong. Let's get right into it, folks. So, if you guys haven't already seen this, what we are looking at here is literally a complete explosion beyond any expectation I had, and I think anyone else had. What we're looking at here is literally the all-time high for SHIB by far. So if you guys bought back in May and were very upset about your, reckless investment that you'll never get back, no worries, because it looks as if right now we are all doing very well, including the people who bought back in May. This is just absolutely ridiculous. Keep in mind that this pump earlier in May was literally fueled by all of social media, including the richest man in the world, and at that time, we thought this would never see the light of day again, and right now on the day, this is just defying any and all expectations I think anyone had. See, in my last video, I talked to you guys a little bit about where I anticipated this price would go, and really what we were noticing was that the relative strength index, when we look at this, was completely through the roof. And I said, you know what, this could make it susceptible to crash, because if you guys don't know what the relative strength index is, what it essentially does is it takes a look at buy volume and sell volume and determines whether or not it feels suitable for a current set of market conditions. And what we're looking at right now is literally a complete defiance of the relative strength index. Completely. It is completely and utterly defying every single part of the relative strength index in regards of what it is supposed to do. So really, for the past basically, day, we have watched this completely exceed any expectations of normal buy volume. And speaking of exceeding expectations, if you guys want to exceed your financial expectations, guys, the best thing you do is start trading stocks and crypto today, guys. Link down below in the description to my Webull. It is so easy to do. Literally, guys, take it 30 seconds to make an account. If you guys use my link, only if you use my link, though, you guys will get 2 free stocks, potentially valued up to $2,300. Who can't love that? Recently, someone did that and got a free share of Apple, free fractional shares of Facebook. Just awesome stuff. So if you guys want to get started, link down below in the description. And of course, I'll get some free stock as well if you guys do it. So if you enjoy the videos and enjoy the channel and want to support, you guys know what to do. Anyways, folks, like I was saying, this basically is a statistical anomaly. And you guys can see, of course, on the day we are up 55%. When it comes to market cap, of course, that is up 55% as well, and the volume is up 1,000% in the past 24 hours. What this is literally a ridiculous amount of buy volume. I mean, literally a ridiculous amount of buy volume. And when we take a look at other coins in comparison, what is so amazing is, for one, obviously the fact that SHIB is just completely eclipsing them in terms of obviously its growth, but what is more interesting is watching the way it has worked its way up the market cap chain. And this is why low cap coins are just so important. Because if you guys don't know what a low cap coin is a coin that for a long time does not have an overwhelmingly high market cap. Because Shiba Inu, for the longest time was number 50 or so on the list, which is, a little bit lower. If we go and look at what's around 50 right now, we could see, what's 50 here, Kusama. I don't quite know what that is. I haven't heard of that, but I'm just picking here. What's amazing, again, this has a $3 billion market cap right here, and that's great and all, but it's definitely nowhere near Bitcoin. And Shiba Inu used to be around here. Shiba Inu used to be at around 3 billion, 4 billion market cap, and now we're looking at it here, and it's at 17 billion. This is ridiculous. This is rivaling Dogecoin. I mean, it is getting really close. It's essentially half of where Dogecoin is, which is incredible because for the longest time, it wasn't even close. It wasn't even close to Dogecoin. We used to make videos, on this channel, and we've talked about this in the past. Will Shiba Inu eclipse, Dogecoin? And the idea of that was just astronomical. No one thought that was even conceivably possible, that Dogecoin, being propped up by literally everybody, basketball teams and sports, teams and owners and rich people and celebrities, Dogecoin being propped up by everybody. Who could have thought that just some random knockoff would be able to do something like this? It is absolutely incredible. So again, guys, this has managed to completely defy expectations. Now, in terms of a price target, again, this gets exceedingly difficult because in my last video, I said, you know what, man, it is possible, that it could continue to go up, but at the time, I didn't think it was likely. I said, you know what I'm going to guess is that realistically, we could at some point see it kind of level off and, drop to a support line here of around 30. And that is still my guess. Because really, let's be honest, guys, again, a lot of this growth here, not only is it unprecedented, but I don't know if it's going to be maintained. I do not know if this will be maintained here in the long term, because again, it is so much growth so fast, it is conceivably possible that this will not be maintained. So let's take a conservative estimate here and say that on the day that we lose all of our gains today, let's say worst case scenario. I like to give you guys a worst case scenario. So let's say that we start here, beginning of the 24th here, so we start around 35, and we head all the way up to at one point here 45 or so. So let's say we lose all of our gains today, and today was just a fluke, it was in vain, and nothing happened. This is the new support line. This is still really, really good because even if you write off all of this growth, you're still seeing a massive amount of growth from the previous week here where we were around 27. You're still able to retain, the jump from 27 to 34. That is if we assume that all of our growth today was meaningless. But let's be, a little bit more aggressive with our investment. Let's say that we lose half of our growth on the day. Let's say we lose half of it. So, and obviously you guys can see these candles have, a little history of bouncing off this spot here. We can see, 4 candles kind of bounce off the same spot. So around 38. Let's say we hold at 38. That is still, double where we were, just a couple of weeks ago. I mean, you guys see we're around like 20, so that's definitely around double where we were just a couple of weeks ago. And obviously earlier in the month, guys, we were not even close to this. This wasn't even a discussion, which is absolutely crazy to me because we weren't even, considering numbers like this. We didn't even think numbers like this were even possible. And to watch this just erupt from really nowhere, just rise from the ashes into be able to create this unbelievable surge over a couple of weeks is just incredible to me. And again, guys, we used to talk on this channel when we really zoom out. I mean, we spent, so much time on this channel. We spent this entire zone here, talking about, small fluctuations in price. And is it going to go from 6 to 7 or 6 to 8? I mean, just nonsensical gains in comparison to what we're seeing now. So in theory, I would say that most people watching this video have bought SHIB at, maybe an earlier time. Is today the best time to buy? I'm going to be honest, no. I don't think today is the best time to buy because it is already so high. You definitely could add to your collection. I don't see why not, adding a little bit. But, to make the bulk of your SHIB investment today, probably not the best idea. That's just my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. It's my personal opinion. I'd give it a day or two, let it cool off a little bit. That would be me. But, you could easily lose, all of this progress made, and still, worst case scenario, you would still be sitting somewhere around 23. Now, granted, I don't particularly think it's going to head down to 23, but this is very possible. It is very possible that if all of this growth is written off as just being volatile and yada yada, you could very well watch this hang out at around 23, 24. But again, as long as Bitcoin behaves, which it appears to be doing, it's really not moving much. It's down a little bit on the day, but, nothing major. As long as Bitcoin, is able to maintain itself above, 60, 58, as long as it's able to hold itself above that, Ethereum, as long as Ethereum holds itself above 4-ish, as long as these conditions are satisfied, I see no reason why we can't keep erupting from here and completely betraying, any, realistic prediction I would make. So that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Hopefully this gave you guys a little bit of light on where the future price could go. Again, if I knew, I'd be a millionaire. I'm not. I don't think anybody knows 100% where prices are going to go, but it definitely is worth considering. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.